Oh, here we go again. Hi, guys.
Oh, are we live?
Are we? Welcome back to episode number 65 of My Cup of Tea. Been a minute. Star Wars in the way there. God's over. I'm kidding. No, we had our full breakdowns of the finale, and we've been having fun with their commentaries as well. We're getting into A New Hope this week, so if you want to check that out, subscribe, ring the bell, all that. But I kind of really need to make that Toby hitting the bell notification again. It's so good.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's so good. But joining us today, we got Carson.
Yeah, sorry, I'm pulling up every fucking trailer in existence.
All four of them.
No, but yeah, what's good? Back for another week. Decided I was gonna sit in my chair since we're not watching a movie tonight, so I can swivel around and have stupid opinions. Excited to talk about all this news that I just didn't know existed until 5 minutes ago. All this Paramount stuff that I decided to get off the internet for 2 hours, and chaos reigns.
Chaos.
But yeah, some good shit, and yeah, good to be talking movies as always. The movies, as Vin, our savior, would say.
Also joining us, we got Evan.
Yeah, I'm excited. This has been a horrible week for Big Brother. Horrible. Celebrity Big Brother, at least.
Down all week.
The feeds are off and on as celebrities, so they're on 50% of the time. And then this has some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen. But also, I'm glad to be here to talk all things good with you guys. Doctor Strange trailers, Star Trek is back, Paramount doing good stuff. So yeah, we have a ton of movie news. We haven't had a My Cup of Tea in 2 weeks or so. So there was a lot of stuff that are backlogged up in there, but I'm excited to talk about that Doctor Strange trailer too. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we had the Super Bowl go down, and it's pretty epic, guys. When Doctor
Bengals lost. Dang it, tragic.
Yeah, but when Dr. Dre walked out on stage with Snoop,
that was amazing.
That was a good performance.
I thought it was a great halftime show.
Great.
I was thoroughly impressed by random tangent. Really thoroughly impressed by the set they built, because it's like they walk around, but it's also fucking it morphed and shit.
Dude, and then all the memes about the people at the actual stadium that paid $20,000, and because normally they're two-way sets, right?
Yeah.
Or at least some of the performance gets shifted. It kind of has because everyone's all over. But this one just stood the same way, and then it was
on occasion they stood at the top and looked the other way for a bit.
Not much.
Yeah, so you're just seeing people's ass. You're just oh wow, okay, this is great.
I also forgot how short Kendrick Lamar was for some reason, and I'm like,
how tall is he?
He's 5'4" or something. And I was like, damn, because at first I thought it was an illusion as part of the set, and then I was like, oh, and then he was standing next to everybody on the top of the building. I was like, oh, I forgot he's actually that short.
Weird.
Well,
but yeah, that wasn't the only doctor we saw there. We saw Doctor Strange.
Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh, God.
Was there a Jurassic World spot, by the way?
There was.
Yeah,
they played an abridged version of the trailer.
Spot. Yeah. It was okay.
Listen, man. We'll get into it. But yeah, we had the Doctor Strange trailer. Big boy. Big speculation.
Big trailer. It was funny because as we were amping up for the trailer, I was worried because I'm like, it's the same worries I had for mostly all these MCU movies in Phase 4, where they're emphasizing more the connection. A lot of the Phase 4 movies outside of Black Widow, Shang-Chi has been very connection heavy, especially looking forward in the future, where Black Panther might have some Ironheart connections, Atlantis connections. Thor has Guardians a little bit, and all these other gods, and then Doctor Strange is Doctor Strange. So I'm just
everything.
So I'm just worried about all these connections, especially when we get to the multiverse. Are people going to be caring more about the cameos rather than Strange's key character arc or Wanda's character arc? I feel like they might be, dual protagonists in this movie. So I'm very curious to see if their character arcs remain intact, other than just, hey, cool, here's Fantastic Four. So we'll see. Or Professor X.
Listen, man. While in the moment, I'm like, oh shit. I keep
Me
coming
too,
back-
honestly. Of course, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, yeah.
See,
But,
I don't think Sam Raimi would have even touched this movie if he didn't have at least an inkling of like that's interesting. Because
What
I
is?
can't imagine
Yeah.
they pitch him this movie and be like, "Oh, we're gonna bring in the what are they called, Illuminati and the blah blah blah." I feel like you'd want to tell a good story for Doctor Strange.
I feel so
Now,
too. Yes.
Could that be corrupted over time as he directed this movie? Absolutely.
Part of me, oh,
But
yeah,
I
sorry.
don't know.
Yep.
I think it looks great.
Part of me also thinks he was intrigued by Doctor Strange because of directorial. How do I explain it? Like the potential for directing a Doctor Strange movie, like the visuals that go involved with that. Like it's very creative. It's very interesting as a character.
And the tech
to
he
do.
has to his disposal at this point in his career is very interesting, I'm sure. in
The
terms of,
horror.
I couldn't do that on Spider-Man, literally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but like we also saw the trailer. The one shot with Wanda and blood on it, probably the most bloody shot in 20 years of Marvel, and that's just on her
Yeah.
face. And I'm just like, I want more of that. So yes, please.
Shall we?
Let's watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was saying, like, while in the moment, like, oh shit, there's like cool things. I keep coming back to this trailer because I'm genuinely interested of just like the through line of Strange and Wanda's journey.
100%.
Is this too loud?
That's
It's pretty
perfect.
good.
That's great. Yeah, we don't need to hear it. We saw it.
Oh wait,
Amy-
wait. Let me fucking cut the music.
Oh, cool. I was jamming to the jazz, midnight jazz, Saturday night.
It'll be back. All right.
Regular speed, watching it through.
Yeah, let's watch it through and then.
Okay.
Oh boy, twice. I've been having
You know
these
what?
weird thoughts lately.
The color grading has been consistently there. There's contrast. It's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors. I like it. I agree.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, the twist, the upside down.
Nathan's
I
favorite
like
shot right here.
You saw my header.
Reflection.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You're talking about Spider-Man here, correct?
Probably among a lot of things.
Yeah.
Between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Was that her husband in the background there? Black guy?
Possibly.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theory.
So is this an illusion right here? Is what people have been determining?
When
The
we
whole-
see later, I think so.
The
Okay.
Viz plant scene?
He was right.
Maybe.
What's going on with the sanctums, man?
We saw the Sanctum set in terms of toys. So the guy, the bull horns, whatever. So that was confirmed.
This was
You going-
leaked previs.
Ultron.
That came out.
Yeah.
See,
It's
now
all
I'm
confirmed.
concerned when I was reading, because remember that Reddit thing that was like,
Yeah.
and I'm
I-
like,
I didn't
I-
read that.
I skipped the plot. I was just seeing like what the cameo was. Savage Lands.
I didn't read
so
the
cool.
plot thread.
Yeah, I didn't go into the
I don't
plot.
even know if there actually was plot. I think it was just like bullet
Oh,
points.
just-
There was. I was skipping. I skipped through the.
I think of this chaos.
God, so good.
Yeah, America Chavez is so young in this movie. I wasn't prepared for that, but yeah.
And I was so yeah, that scene right there. I was telling Nathan, I was like, we really haven't got anything about her. I mean, obviously they're saving it for the movie, but
She's
two
like the
shots.
MacGuffin, right, in terms of portals.
I think so.
Yeah. We actually see like a brief glimpse in the beginning.
Ooh, I love that. That's the best shot in the trailer.
It's so Raimi.
All the Wanda shots are like the best shots in the trailer. Which give me confidence in your character arc. Great trailer. Great trailer. It's funny because my dad, over the weekend, as you're gearing up for the Super Bowl.
Oh, Mr. Sunday movies.
Big Sunday movie? I haven't watched that yet.
What happened to?
We watched that Star Wars trailer, though. But,
Sorry.
what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, my dad, he was like, any big movies coming out this summer? And we were going through May, and I was like, May is pretty horrible besides Doctor Strange. But he was like, oh, crap, I'm not excited for Doctor Strange. I don't think he ever saw the first Doctor Strange movie.
Excuse me.
I know, right?
One of the most
I don't-
well-paced.
I agree. I always go back to that that watch party we did, Nathan, with Twitter watch party.
Just us. Yeah, just us and Scott Derrickson.
That was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not that special. Scott wasn't here with us, but
We were
yeah.
following the hashtags.
Yeah. Just all three of us. She's got Derek.
We're like, oh wow.
He's in the Zoom, just like
but yeah, my dad wasn't excited for it, but I think this is really gonna get people excited, even outside of cameos, just in terms of spectacle. It just looks pretty big. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, this shot here blew my mind because I'm like, of course I've seen the rumors, I've seen not everything, but like the big rumors are Professor X, the concept art. I think everybody's seen that,
Right.
and I'm like, well, that's total bullshit. There's no way
Hmm.
Professor X is gonna be in this movie, especially because if they want to gear up for the MCU, this would be like a one and done appearance. At least I think.
I'm sure.
I think it still is going to be a one and done appearance because the guy's 70 years old. He's done with this comic book stuff.
Yeah.
And I even think James McAvoy might be done as well. We'll see. I hope not, but we'll see. But yeah, this Illuminati
Take
stuff.
the memories, put it into young Charles, and give me McAvoy.
Please do anything.
Let's
to give me
break
McAvoy.
this down. So I was getting the glossary definition of what the Illuminati.
How do
group
you
is.
not know who the Illuminati are?
I've never read a comic with them in it, man. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say I've never read a comic.
Period.
I know. Nathan, weren't they in prior to Secret Wars? Weren't the Illuminati involved in that in terms of like how do we know there's another whole multiverse? It was Captain America, Black Panther, all of them deciding, hey, we have to destroy this whole other multiverse in order to save ours. I think the Illuminati were in charge of that. I think that 2015 Secret Wars run, there was a lot of lead up to it, and it was very dark because they basically destroyed a whole universe in order to.
Well, is that what people are speculating here too? That some like, or Nathan was speculating. I even think that about like the
This is like a multiversal.
yeah,
Yeah. The what do I call it? Not the emergence. The
Oh, I know you're talking about.
But yeah, basically
Yes.
just the crashing
Cataclysm.
of different, like it is like the Sub-Secret Wars where like all these universes are like crashing into one, and we need to like balance it out and smooth things out so that it doesn't destroy everything.
right, and then obviously we see multiple versions of Strange is probably going to feel very differently about the conflict at hand, which will be interesting to see.
We've seen at least 4 potentially Doctor Stranges in this trailer,
which is exciting, I think, in terms of not only its connection to What If, but just in general. I think it makes an interesting character study when you have different versions of yourself. Kind of. I mean, we saw it in Doctor Strange how cool it is. How
it's
conflict it can be.
It's especially gonna be cool because of the 2 specific main ones, like ignoring the like zombie of it all. Like the decrepit, creepy looking Strange that we speculate from What If. He's like that one would be more like selfish Strange, who he would like do everything to better his situation, whereas like the Defender Strange we see with like the tied back hair, he's a more like selfless hero who is going to do like whatever's best for
somewhere in the middle, torn between these two ideologies.
Absolutely. I really just hope Din and Boba have a conversation about.
Fuck. Don't do this thing.
Oh, but can you actually can you like slow play the opening montage?
Yeah.
Because we actually do get a glimpse of America Chavez using her star portal power.
That's really her main issue. Not issue. Her main ability in the comics, right? In terms of portals.
Yeah, and I think she's going to be like the big key. We should probably mute it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, she should be the. She's probably going to be the key to this journey.
I agree. Yeah.
The longest fate.
Would you say, Nathan? Untamed power.
Raw. Untamed.
Doctor Strange is like, when I first found you on New York City.
It's like a haunted sanctum, man. That's
cool. Look at all the bones, man.
Yeah.
With the goo from What If.
I wonder what the correct term for that black.
So what I think is happening is whatever it's going to be thrust in this conflict, the Illuminati is going to come in. I think Wanda and Strange are going to disagree about whatever they say about the whole thing, because I think Wanda's kids will be implicated somehow in Strange having to make this decision.
There's America Chavez right there.
Pause. Yeah.
Fuck. What is that?
Horror.
Go back to that shot. Is this our main villain here?
I don't know.
It's not, of course, not the form, but like it is one version, one form of our main villain.
I don't know if he's the main villain. I feel like he could just be like
Who is
a
this?
one
Yeah.
piece of antagonist. Boss battle in
Boss
between
battle.
the final boss.
Yeah, okay, I think this is near the end of the movie, but he's having a vision of the end of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, this is what happens if I don't rescue this girl.
Right.
And there's Defender Strange.
There's Defender Strange. Love that
Oh,
shot. Beautiful.
God.
Of course, every MCU hero needs their ab shot, baby.
This guy's computer open.
Yeah.
Close those tabs.
Close that shit. Come on. What the fuck?
I do love this shot. God
I
damn,
love,
it's so good.
I love a good watch. Yeah.
I watched this trailer and I was like, I'm feeling this all.
It kind of harkens back to the original, right? The whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the whole cliche symbolism. You're running out of time. Strange.
Yeah.
Mephisto.
One can say there's not even time itself really in this.
There's like
conflict,
like a tentacle aspect.
Oh,
like aspect.
I saw it.
Studio.
I saw the tentacle.
The what if? But the chaos magic. Someone was suggesting maybe this represents different universe worlds.
Yeah. So this is after he meets Wanda, apparently, maybe. Right.
Yeah, I think that could have been Wanda in that shot.
Yeah, I think it was.
It looked like America.
Maybe it was her. I don't know. New York. Still New York.
So many buildings. I'm like, is that?
Yeah, Strange always wants to control everything, which it's a paradox because he's the Sorcerer Supreme-ish, so he wants to control everything, keep the world safe, but he's also like, that's his issue in the first movie, like, it's all about you kind of thing. He wants to control everything, which he learns he might not be able to. Multiverse is too massive for one person to effectively run.
This just looks...
I keep looking at the cloak being patched.
How'd it break? What happened?
Well, I suggested it was when Thanos ripped it off the gauntlet.
So Wanda kind of like tapped into the potential of the multiverse. Loki like opened it in a sense, and Strange like
Loki more like threw.
Loki didn't do anything.
It's already in existence. It just
right.
It
was Sylvie
untethered it.
Untethered it. Okay.
And Sylvie
so
only,
this is
Sylvie only did it with the Kings. She didn't really do anything big
Right.
with the multiverse.
That's
it was
what
like,
I meant.
It was a
so
King thing.
Wanda's here in Camartage.
Yes.
So yeah, this guy.
Goats.
Hey, Mephisto.
So yeah, this division you guys are thinking of?
Head of theories.
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, how did Wanda go from a little cabin to this estate?
So is this normal Earth?
Yeah, that's
Camartage.
Camartage. That's a Galactus from the Fantastic Four universe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Would
Not like this.
people would be both angry, but also like, really?
I'm just like looking at all the birds flying on the edge of the
It's just a storm. They're like, oh, it's gonna rain tonight, guys.
Man,
This summer.
I can't believe it was delayed 3 weeks. I'm fine.
Oh, calm.
So yeah, here we see a shot of like, what was his ex-girlfriend? Christine there, and America.
Yeah.
Which could be our Christine or a multiverse Christine. Might be a multiverse.
I think it's going to be not just multiverse, but I think she works for the Illuminati.
Possibly.
Because there's some shots.
Bill comes due.
Always.
What the fuck is Mordo going to be doing in this movie?
I think I don't know if that's a variant of him, but I think he is a potential Illuminati member. Because he's like walking with them up top.
He killed people.
I know. Well, if it's a variant, I don't know.
Redemption.
I don't want too many variants.
What are those handcuffs?
They're
Oh, for here. Never mind.
yeah.
Come on now, Carson.
These are some sleek looking Ultron bots, man.
I know, right?
I was like, damn, that's a comic actor.
It's interesting because the king we saw in Loki seemed very powerful. Is he below them or are they below him?
Who's up there? Pause.
You can't see him, man.
I know, but like people
Guy in a hood.
Top left.
Namor. It's Namor. I don't fucking know, dude.
Not top. No, top left. I think is a Mr. Fantastic. Just
Obvious, yeah.
I feel like I can see the four.
Me too.
I
think
see
the
shit.
the two ones you can't see that. Like, there's a badge on something, right?
Top right, the dude walking. I believe that is Mordo up there.
Oh,
possibly.
I think you're right, Nathan.
Carson discovering YouTube.
Nah, he's our only hope. We should tell him the
Mystery
truth.
voice.
Yeah, okay. That most distinct voice.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
that's
oh,
an ear.
oh. Corey Stoll from Ant-Man.
Oh God, yes, please. Yellow Jacket.
Quantumania. MODOK.
It's very interesting because the Marvel they haven't done a good job in terms of like the ranking of these multiverse beings. Like again, like is he below Loki? Not Loki. Is he below Kang? Who kind of
Do you
like
think they like know
created
about
that Big
Kang?
Bang?
Wait,
Maybe I don't think they'll
is who
reference
below
it.
King?
The Illuminati in terms of multiverse aspects because
Oh.
Kang controlled tons of other multiverses. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Well, I think they're trying to fight the good fight, right? But maybe Kang.
Well, the entire it affected the entire flow of time, so it's possible that just different points of time all have now converged and have developed, in the shorter blink of an eye than what we can perceive, and so new groups can form.
Fuck.
possibly. I know Kang was though at the
Stay
end
with me, Carson.
Kang was at the end of time. That's why he seemed so powerful, right? He was at the end
Yeah.
of time as we
And he
know.
kept it as like one clean loop.
Clean.
A loop
Yeah.
on his King. I think all that King stuff will be resolved in Loki and Ant-Man, but
Sure.
I'm curious to see how they talk about it here because that was like our first introduction to multiverse possibilities, even though it's different kinds. It's confusing, but I'm curious to see what the Illuminati's job is here. Of course, that has to be multiverse related in terms of keeping
Well, I think
everything
they're trying
clean.
to keep the peace, right? And they're trying to figure out.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
My-
the interest. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was saying, because I also remember, I think my first introduction to the Illuminati was in the Planet Hulk story. They sent
Mm.
Bruce. They were the one
Away.
who sent Bruce like into space
Yes,
just for the
yes.
betterment of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
this
the
is
thing. Pause it real quick. Yeah, people say that's Savage Land, right?
yeah, the Savage Lands, which is
The X-Men stuff going on.
there, it's X-Men stuff. It's like it's a hot that's in Antarctica.
Yeah.
On the
I'm
model
seeing
Earth.
green.
Carson.
I know, but it's
Carson,
that's
trying-
the comic book of it.
I'm trying to help you out with X-Men stuff. I got into X-Men with I don't know about you, Nathan. Chris Claremont's early X-Men run. What was it called? Might have just been called New X-Men. I could be completely wrong.
Uncanny
But
X-Men?
Not Uncanny. That was Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon's. I know we don't talk about him. He's awful. But his early mid 2000s comic book X-Men run is fantastic. That's how I really got into the modern X-Men stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris Claremont's X-Men run talked about Savage Lands, and that's when like the Jean Grey stuff happened. That's a very good one to introduce you to all this stuff. But
You don't see that dinosaur
the dinosaur, yeah, Savage Land. That's like the area.
to the right.
It's in the X-Men universe.
Oh, that's a tail.
Yeah, turn your
Yeah.
head. Turn your head to right.
Oh,
There we go. Carson. Okay.
yeah.
It's Blue from Jurassic World.
Oh no, Miss Owen.
Chris Pratt.
But yes. What was the significance of Savage Lands again, Nathan? There was just an area in the universe, or was there a specific mutant thing related to it? I forget.
I think there's a mutant thing. I'm fuzzy on it. Oh wait, fuck. No, go back. I'm sorry. There's like right before that shot changes out, you need to pause because
Right
yeah,
there.
look right there. There's like a fucking 2D dimension.
I
Like see
it.
a traffic
I see
cone
it.
and shit.
Yeah,
That's a
all
comic.
2D.
Dude, that's what the fuck.
And over here on the. What the fuck?
If they
Talk
fucking
about best,
if they Mary Poppins me in this movie with
talk about best
2D
visual
world.
effects. Yeah.
The Spider-Verse movies are also 2D canonically.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
That also like looks very House
So
of M
do we think this
cover.
is when she's first displaying his abilities to him, and like they just kind of get fucking lost?
Oh, maybe.
I mean, the chaos magic may just send them flying uncontrollably.
Because this looks like they like. What do you even do?
That's terrifying.
You're just along for the ride. There's.
Strange.
Yeah, I wasn't even reading the title. What did the title card say in general? I don't even know what it says.
Enter a new dimension of strange.
Of strange. Okay, gotcha.
So this looks like kind of like
The beginning of Alien Covenant. I was thinking the same thing.
bastard. I love that movie. What was it called where Kang reside? I know it's not the same place, but it kind of is eerie. Like
Yeah, his his fortress.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a
A
fortress.
fortress at the end of time.
The one above all.
But
Yeah.
this is presumably this is just a haunted sanctum with
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't think it's anything too deep. But yeah, I think it's just because like the universe is dying.
Yeah.
At least his universe here. Things got out of hand.
Got a granite.
So hammy, I love it.
The hair is moving again.
But here we go.
Okay, so
Captain
get on it.
Marvel.
Someone
People
get
said
on
Iron
it.
Man, but this is Captain
I saw
Marvel.
Monica Rambeau, Tom Cruise. I'm like, where am I?
There's no way Tom Cruise is in this movie.
Evan, nothing can shock you at anything anymore. Come on, anything.
There's no way Tom fucking Cruise made it into a Marvel movie.
Sure, for one appearance, sure. Okay, so it's interesting because like
During mission, would Paramount allow it?
yeah, they just won't let him shave.
Fair enough.
So yeah, there's some because it's interesting because like the armor around like the face looks like the superior Iron Man armor.
It just looks like I don't see any armor there. I see.
Well, on the I don't know. It's weird. I mean, because it also does look like I think it's going to be a Captain Marvel variant of Maria Rambeau, which is Monica's mother.
Yeah.
From the first.
Maria was Monica's mother. Yeah, Maria's the one.
Of course, it's not.
Carson, come on! No, what the hell?
No,
the movies.
I was telling Nathan before we went on air.
Oh,
the aggregate knowledge you need to watch this movie is kind of insane.
Evan,
I don't
wait.
think you need to watch anything. Like
Evan, wait, because then I said that Carson. Look, I think, if you want to like platinum the movie experience, then sure, know all your knowledge. But I think you can still have an enjoyable time throughout this story.
Marvel does a very good job with their cameo. It's not like fans will know it, but if you don't know, it's not like because the characters here don't know it either. So there's like, oh shoot, who is this person attacking me?
Exactly.
And
I think it's a great gateway to like check out other things.
Yeah. So either they'll say it in the movie, or if they won't, then it doesn't matter. It looks like a Captain Marvel variant.
I'm going to punch my screen.
He's trying.
Pause it on the damn.
It's fine, Carson.
On the close up.
I just want to get at the end of the
now. Do like a quick double tap.
Fuck.
All right, you don't have a space bar.
I do have a space bar.
Let's go. I think it's the closest you're gonna get.
Fuck.
It's fine. We're good. We're 27 minutes in on one trailer.
Oh. Anyways, yeah, I do tend to agree with you guys. I think that most of this is just being in a Twitter bubble of attaching so much value to all the different lore canals of different shit. And so that's all you see versus like someone who's seeing this like, oh man, it looks trippy. You know what I mean? Like
in general, what we saw from this trailer are Professor X cameo, the Illuminati, which will be explained. They're gonna be like, here.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be it.
This is who we are. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then this one might be explained, but it's attacking Wanda, which is interesting. I don't know why.
So do you think she's gonna be a anti-hero in this, or almost
Wanda?
Yeah,
I think so.
Like, oh, she's going all bad. People, blah, blah,
she's
blah.
definitely not going all bad. There's always a character reason. I talk about this for Attack on Titan as well. It's like people go bad. There's always a good character reason. It's not like, oh, I'm going bad because of this. Like she's not going evil. I don't want to say bad or evil because I don't think what she did in WandaVision was evil.
Attack on Titan is criminal for that.
It
like,
was.
Here's all of this.
I don't know. A guy
and
who
then they come back and they're like, rethink everything, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, he's a genocide maniac, but then this is why he's good. But anyways, I think I was talking about it earlier. The Illuminati do things, but they take a lot of risks and sacrifices specifically. Like Planet Hulk, that was a sacrifice to protect the world. But then look what happened. He came up and cracked the earth in half, or nearly.
Worldwide,
So I think in this case, they might have something to do with Wanda's children, who of course are in some other multiverse, probably. But they're like, hey, Wanda, we might have to sacrifice this multiverse with your kids in it in order to protect our realm. And Wanda's like, no, I don't want that to happen. Let me protect at least the ones I love, because that's not fair, right? So
I have a cool theory, which I think I'll get to once we finish seeing the bits, especially about one. Okay, so they're fighting in Comertage.
That Comertage?
Yeah. Because also, if you remember, like when we were talking about, like there's TVA doorways in the back, that was just
Okay, who's
doorways
this
and
bull
countertops.
guy?
He's just one of the.
He was in the first Doctor Strange. He was a dude with no hand.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I remember him. Who is I Google monster?
Not Shumagorath.
Not
Apparently.
Gorath, the
Because wasn't there a Lego set with this guy in
Gargantuan,
it?
right?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a Lego set. I don't know if that's his name.
I think it's
Gargantos?
Gargantos, yeah, something with the G.
Gigantus the fire monster?
Oh
That-
Lord, jeez.
That's a Godzilla joke. That's the title of the
This is
second
cool.
movie for some reason. Yeah, this is great stuff. That's also a different. The surrounding is interesting because it's a very
Post-apocalyptic.
different looking world.
Best line
See,
delivery
this
in
Wanda
the
is,
trailer.
Yeah.
Wanda's...
And there's trees in the background, but no life on the
Yep.
trees.
This
Um,
is the WandaVision house.
yes, it is. I love this shot. Beautiful. Give me all of that. Give me a movie with Wanda, please.
Yeah.
This looks incredible. Man, please don't die, Wanda. I don't think she will, but yeah.
Doesn't seem fair.
Perfect line delivery. Elizabeth Olsen.
She
Right.
plays
Did
villainous
you look
very
at the
well.
camera there?
No, not the camera. Let's go.
Superhero punch.
Damn,
Holy
she
shit.
punched a cut in the film. Oh, go Wong.
Let's go, Wong. Kill that CGI.
I hope Wong lives, man.
He'll be
Best
Oh.
shot in the movie.
Best shot in the trailer. Look at that blood.
If you can
don't see that.
if you can pause there on her eye,
What are we looking at? Vision's tomb.
I don't know if it's like in conjunction with the like Super Bowl spot, but there's a shot with like Ultron bots running around with Christine in like this lab area that I think is a research lab for the Illuminati. This are the same containment units that the Illuminati have, and I think Wanda is there potentially, maybe could be breaking her children out.
Oh, there's two containers. Or it's a
There are
two,
two
or it's a
containers there.
reflection. Oh, foreshadowing.
That wasn't a big theory. Wong's so good. I hope he lives. Dementors.
Dementa.
God, that's fucking eerie.
Somehow, Palpatine returned again. That fucker.
No. Oh God, man, Zombie Strange is wild. That's too dangerous. But yeah, there was an interesting theory. So are you guys familiar with the I don't know of the like course of action with like the House of M storyline ending with Wanda like declaring no more mutants and stuff?
Yeah, because
Um,
I read up on all of that during WandaVision.
Right. So someone was
Oh, did
posing
you
a
really? Or that's sarcasm or you did?
And I downloaded some of the issues, but I never... Actually, no, I did read it. I read it a couple issues of House of M.
Fantastic comic book. Yeah, I read all of it.
there was a cool theory suggesting maybe just like seeing these different like aspects of, like with the variants and stuff, maybe we could have variant Wandas and stuff. Who's to say that? What if the no more mutants occurrence already took place and the MCU we followed has not actually been the core earth of the multiverse that, you know, triggered such an event?
Okay, but how would that even make sense
No.
in terms of a
Why, man?
motivation for eradicating?
I don't
Mutants.
like storylines where it's like this Earth was never our real one, or this one was never our. No.
Well, it is
No.
it is their real one. It's just we were following a different one. Our main is not the
Wait, and do you want this all to hinge on Wanda still?
well, yeah, it's still canon.
Wait, say the theory again. You're saying our main universe, the one that we've been having for 20 movies now,
Yeah,
has no mutants in it because of Wanda.
Because-
yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Because Wanda used
But Wanda came in so
chaos
late in the
magic
picture.
to eradicate mutants.
Yeah, it would be like a variant Wanda had caused that
Wait,
In our universe.
in our universe.
across every universe.
Oh,
But there's
so
one-
a variant of Wanda who we haven't seen before, right? Is in your theory?
Yeah.
Has caused a no mutant scenario, thus affecting our universe.
Yes.
Okay.
that makes a little more sense.
Too confusing.
It's really not.
I don't think. Again, this variant thing is getting out of control. It's like
Yes, it is.
This is what your favorite show did.
I mean, for Loki, there was like 5 Lokis and that was it for variants, right? I mean, like it was.
We've always seen 2 Wandas. It's fun.
But when you bring in 2 Wandas, 4 Doctor Stranges, 2 Wongs, or 2 whatever the guy with black guy is, I don't know. But I'm just like Mordo. Bill comes due. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm just like, keep it contained. This is Marvel. Again, whenever we think of these theories, it's Marvel. They're gonna make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, so they could take an idea like this and make it as easy as possible.
Possibly. I don't know.
So, but then to backtrack
I don't like
out
the
all of
mutant
this,
stuff.
when they do introduce mutants, they just be like, "Well, this one survived Wanda's purge," da 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 da, or what do you?
Well, it would be also like an interesting way of like recontextualizing the bad fucking Ralph Boner payoff of WandaVision. Like this was an X-Men person and had the powers, but like obviously we're perceiving him as somebody else, but they actually
I just
were.
think they dropped the ball on that, and it was just a.
I don't think they dropped the ball. It was a cameo.
It was.
It was an
such
extensive fucking cameo, and so it's like specifically tied. It would be like if it'd be like imagine that didn't happen. Like we are getting fucking Patrick Stewart here, and it's like, ha, he's fucking Mike Hawksmall, fucking
different context.
Cocktex.
I don't know why that was weird. Context. It's like the one in WandaVision having like being not an X-Men related, like it was all about witches and illusions stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna take it that seriously. This one, he's going into a multiverse thing where I'm like, okay, this guy seems legit. I don't know either way. I don't know if I want No More Mutants thing to be just like a throwaway thing in a multiverse movie. I still think just the X-Men have just been here all along and they just haven't intervened because they didn't really need to, or they keep them secret. I don't know.
That seems like a lot of people to.
Feige has to be very careful because I don't want it to be the MCU or X-Men just started, right? Like the X-Men have to have always been on this earth. If we're talking about Magneto, who got his stuff during the Holocaust, so it's like,
well, I feel like that's the only way you can like factor it fluently in that case.
No, I mean,
because we're talking like probably like half of humanity, all with like mutative powers that have not really been discussed.
It's gonna be hard.
But like if you were to like reverse this already existing have happened House of M thing to resolve it, then you could fluently bring the mutants in because they had technically already been there previously. They were just erased and now put back. We just didn't know until now.
Okay. I hear you.
Roll the Nope trailer. Fuck.
Yeah. Great trailer overall. 37 minutes in on a 2-minute trailer.
We're not going to do this on the other ones.
I don't know. Yeah. We don't need to zoom in on Nope. It's a trailer for an alien movie.
But just cool vibes, man.
Cool vibes. Yeah. Let's watch it on normal speed and just talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. But yeah, so up next we have like Nope and then Jurassic World. But Doctor Strange seems to be a big movie this year. I think could be our first $1 billion movie of 2022. If the Batman doesn't do it itself. I don't
15 million, baby.
Batman, I still have like at 150. It might be going too low. I'm not sure.
I don't think I betted on Batman.
I don't think we talked about it. But I think Batman coming out in 2 weeks now. I'm thinking 150. Is that too high or too low? I'm not sure.
I'll say 180.
180? Okay. The 3-hour thing always gets me, but if I do So 150 is the Batman. I think marketing has been very, very good. People always want to go see a Batman movie. The last Batman movie, of course, was Dark Knight Rises, which made over $1 billion. I think $1.1 billion or $1.0 billion or something.
We don't count Batman v Superman.
No, but that didn't cost $1 billion.
Oh, fair.
But yeah, I think we'll talk about it later. Nope, we're here. Jordan Peele's next big movie after Us from 2019. Let's do it.
All cinema.
Love
Did you
Us.
know that the very first assembly of photographs to create a motion picture was a 2-second clip of a black man on a horse?
I did not know that.
man is my
Carson probably knew it from film school.
great-grandfather. There's another great-grandfather.
The charisma.
I love
so
seeing
good.
like behind the scenes movies filmed behind the scenes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Only black-owned counters in Hollywood.
I would love if that's the real set.
Since the moment pictures could move. Yeah, skin in the game.
Fuck the sound.
Great.
Man.
Like all of his movies are always people just getting into crazy, progressively crazy situations that they just aren't prepared for.
It's so Close Encounters.
Very much so. Yeah. Should we watch Get Out and Us prior to this movie?
I'm down.
I would be so down.
Man.
When does this come out again? July? We have plenty of time. Yeah. This might be our commentary after we do the Jurassic Park movies. That's a great shot. Wow. Fantastic. Like,
That's so scary.
was that a house that lights turned off, or was that a ship?
It could have been a ship.
It looked like a ship to me.
I love this because I really have no idea what the perception of all this is going to factor into.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these images.
Aliens. What is that? A police officer? Stephen
Yeun.
Yeun. What is that? What is that?
Flying through the sky.
Oh,
Alien.
right
Another
there.
one.
Oh my god.
Good. He's so good at shooting it.
This shot. Wow.
Dude, and do you see it's like a kite string, man, from like that poster? Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
very Cloverfield-esque there.
Dude, right from the poster, I figured he was a fucking UFO, dude.
Yeah.
This
This shot.
scary.
Holy shit.
That's scary.
How did he survive that? They just let her down gently. Man, that looks incredible.
Perfect
That's all I
trailer.
need. That's all I need, right? I'm not
IMAX,
seeing
let's go.
anything else. IMAX for sure. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm just blank.
I am so
That's
excited because this is his first
Horror
he's,
film.
he's upping his budget in terms of I think this is like a $60 million movie this time around, which is astronomically higher than both Get Out and Us. I think Get Out's like a $5 million movie and Us is like a 15.
Get Out was $5 million? No way.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me look that up.
Or maybe 10 million. But what's crazy is Hoyt Van Hoytema shot this movie.
Heard of it?
So I'm so excited to see like what the scale of this movie actually gets to because it's kind of teased with like some of that stuff going.
4.5 million?
I told you, dude. Yeah, it's one of the most profitable movies of all time.
Wow.
If I made a nearly $255 million movie that was a budget of 4.5, hire that guy for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the highest reviewed like Rotten Tomato movie?
Get Out?
Because I remember it was at
I
100
thought
for a while.
Paddington
And still,
2
yeah. Oh yeah. There are 100% films, aren't there? But like for a while, it was there, and then that one dude.
Yeah, 98%.
Oh, it went down more.
Maybe he got a brother or something. Yeah, this movie is all I need to see. I don't want to see anything else because I was worried I was getting too much with Us in terms of like doppelganger stuff going on. Like I don't want to see anything else. But this movie, man, that's all I need to see. Great cast, great premise. I think I like discovering the social commentary in the movie. I like discovering it as I go along, like what it can mean. Yeah, we definitely have to watch Get Out and Us after our Jurassic binges.
I'm down.
Alan. Speaking of Jurassic,
Lord of
Owen-
the Rings.
Owen's touching more dinosaurs.
Hey.
He's riding with more dinosaurs.
What's this movie called? Dominion.
Sure.
Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, come on, Colin. Duel of the Fates.
It is a legacy sequel.
He won the Star War, something like that.
Holy
That's
shit.
the line.
What if I clicked on our stream and shared the stream to the stream? Fuck.
We're gonna echo the
Disgusting.
fuck out of something, but let's see.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey. College of
Oh man.
Things just got out of hand.
My name is Gordon.
That line now is just so funny. Got out of hand. Let's get nuts.
Fucking 70-year-old Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yes, bitches. I'm so excited. Sorry, Ben
Multiple
Affleck.
brothers.
You're out of here.
I love it. Let's go.
When I first saw you.
World,
I wanted to show them something that was
we must coexist.
What's the guy's name? The guy talking?
Richard Attenborough.
There we go. Yeah.
Something that was real.
He's touching dinosaurs. Oh my gosh!
Shit, I think it's a great cut trailer.
I think it's a great trailer as well. Yeah.
This is my favorite dinosaur.
Can't complain. Is she a new main character?
That's the clone girl.
Oh.
Hate you. All right. Anyway, Blue is a mom. That's cool.
Okay, confirmed. I didn't know Blue was a girl.
Yeah, they all are.
Oh, okay.
Find a way.
That's a line from the movies, guys.
Beautiful.
Oh, Dino DNA.
We're here forever.
I need Mr. DNA.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
I did not know she was Dino Girl. Whoops.
Humans and
I was like, we got a new main character here.
exist.
I think it's for the best for you. Deadliest Catch? Is that you?
An ecological disaster.
Wow.
Shot from the IMAX teaser.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
Do you have to say each other's names?
Yes. It's been years.
Carson. Mason. Hey guys. Like, who's that
Mr. Harris.
Oh man. The
Feathers.
visuals here are crazy.
It's Bryce Dallas Howard from The Mandalorian.
Woo! Great shot.
Over Nate.
Ian. Mr. DNA.
Over nature?
We're subordinate.
Dr. Wu.
What are you, Tom Cruise?
I really like seeing the dinos just in the world.
Crazy.
Who's that new character?
She's
I'm
new.
curious too. Partner?
Come back.
I always come back.
Do you though?
He's on a bike again.
Let's go. Signature.
I'm getting a lot of Mission
It's,
Impossible vibes. Where are you?
yeah, it's Fallout.
Is this Fallout? First he's jumping on top of buildings, then you're on a motorcycle in Rome. I'm like,
dun, 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 dun.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
God, that's so corny.
Shit.
Bryce dies there.
There's some cool shots here.
Wow.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's good
that's
cross
scary
fire
as
right there.
hell.
It's a
I-
T-Rex. It's the same T-Rex. The lore.
That was a callback to Jurassic Park 3, right?
That's callback to. Yeah, I mean, like one and all of Alan Grant's appearances.
Yeah.
Don't move a muscle.
June 10th.
Boop.
Is your dad going to see this movie, Evan? What's the verdict?
Is
I'm
he?
going enough for the both of us.
Does he like these movies?
Does he? That's a great question. I don't think so. I don't think
Aw.
so.
Okay.
That's the line from The Incredibles. I don't think so. But
I'm the one dumbass who's like putting too much stakes in this franchise. Where I'm like, I can't wait to hear the ideologies between Ian Malcolm and. Fucking
I care nothing about the franchise. I think it'll be cool. I don't know how they solve the dinosaurs killing everybody problem. We'll
I
see.
care about this kid, even though he's got 1 second screen time.
I am shockingly on the side. What side are you guys on? Like, let the dinosaurs live in our world or kill them?
Kill him! You had your chance a millennia ago. Die.
People are so stupid that I just
We
don't trust anybody.
Will
Whether-
die.
When there's a resource, humans will exploit it.
Yeah.
The boars.
The whole purpose of the first movie is like we want these dinosaurs in our military or some bullshit, right? I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I think the whole point was like these are fucking living creatures and beings. They can't be controlled.
I meant Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember the lore.
Thank you. Somebody does.
I'm on the side of let them live.
Well, let them live. What they are sea monsters. You see what they did to that boat? Like, let them live. They're gonna keep on doing that, Nathan. What's gonna happen?
Listen, motherfucker, we're not fucking executing fucking alligators, and they're terrifying.
That's completely different. What are you
It's not.
talking
It's not though.
about?
We just have to-
Like, what are you doing?
We just have to You cut out for me. I'm sorry. We just have to configure our way of defenses and living.
But like,
How's this movie gonna end?
that's what I'm saying.
Jurassic
How-
World.
Like, how do these? Like, there's so many variables here. It's like it's too big to contain, right? It's like, are they gonna pull in? What's it called? What's that Tom Cruise movie with the aliens coming from? Shit.
War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds, where it's like break up the water supply or something, so the dinosaurs have to slowly die, like dinosaur euthanasia.
The
or
dark,
something.
the dark ending would be a fucking meteor comes there.
I would love that. Please, Colin.
That would be dark as fuck.
That would
No.
be the ballsiest thing of all time. And the only person who lives is the clone girl. She's like, we have all we need.
No. All right.
She's holding a fucking egg or some shit.
Let's go.
I'll name it.
A human dino comes out of the egg.
Life found a
That's
way
my
to-
shit right there.
I still don't understand how y'all got so mad that they cloned
So
a human. It's not dumb. That's dumb, but like the human cloning is not dumb. It makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Does it though? Yes, it does.
It's Jurassic Park, not Human Park.
Like,
That's a dumb argument for the world. That it's the same science.
it's a good movie, but it's not a good Jurassic Park movie.
Oh. I'm gonna Gabriel my fucking chair, man.
Please. Oh, man, I miss Malignant. That should be our fan voted best movie of
Commentary.
2021. We gotta watch Malignant. It's like one of the most fun movies of all time.
Absolutely. I don't want to wait for the Halloween season. Do
You
it
saw
now.
Malignant, right, Nathan? Yeah, you did. Okay.
I did.
We all saw that, yeah. That's like the most surprising movie of last year. I did not expect to love that movie. But yeah, this looks interesting. I would definitely see it. I don't have that relationship I had with what's it called? Fantastic Beasts, where I refuse to see it in theaters.
This is the next tier up for me.
Exactly. So
Oh.
Fantastic Beasts is here, and then Jurassic World is here right now.
my brother and I, we just had the most fun and free experience when we saw Fallen Kingdom for free because of the early press screening, whatever it was.
Mhm.
And it was like extremely fun, laughing at how ridiculous that movie was. I love that experience. Fantastic Beasts, I can't say the same, but
I
like
almost fell asleep during Fallen Kingdom. I'll admit it.
I wouldn't.
And then I woke up
blame
the
you.
Haunted Mansion because, as Nathan says, it's cool as shit. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Fallen Kingdom, best since the first.
You're wild. You're
That's my
it is-
opinion.
It is to me what the Jurassic Park 3 is to you.
very good. I accept.
I refuse to
Weirdos.
accept. Stop the plane! Stop the plane!
Alan!
Great.
Alan.
That's part 3 is just a
Ellie
masterpiece.
Sattler.
Like, why do you have to say your names, Colin? Come on. Like, hey, how's it going?
I think we'll get better use of Ellie in this movie though than Jurassic Park 3.
I hope so.
Oh, ouch! Yeah, they kept her at home, didn't they? Oof.
Yeah.
Not great.
She rose Tico'd it.
She called the military to save them last minute.
I think she had more lines than Rose Tico.
Oh,
Right,
they
JJ?
need her on the
Tell
charts.
us.
They need her on the. Leia asked me.
Yeah,
Carrie
I don't
would have
wanna
been
talk about that
furious.
movie right now.
Carrie
But
would have slapped somebody. She heard that shit.
yeah, I know. What's next? What we got? Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes.
So Nathan, now is this on your top 10 most anticipated this movie of the year?
Of Jurassic?
Mhm.
What else is here? There's so many things.
Babylon,
I'm sure of like
Top Gun.
the biggest blockbusters, it's
It
probably
is. Yeah.
at least 10.
Knives Out too.
Yeah, out of like off the top of my head, we have like we got how many 4 Marvel movies?
Yeah, including Spider-Verse. Yeah,
Yeah, and then Maverick and Knives Out, Avatar 2, and
Fuck
Aquaman
yeah.
2. I am excited for Avatar 2, man. I like Avatar. We got a commentary.
When that trailer drops, I am going berserk.
You're gonna.
I'm
break
going
it.
to rally around this thing. I'm be like, I told all y'all. This
that's
for
gonna be
5
good or make
years.
money.
Both.
Um,
You have little faith.
yes, I do.
They reached out to me for my reaction.
The most
Yeah.
expensive TV.
Oh,
show
yeah, that's
of all
awesome, Nathan.
time.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I
Let's
hope
see what they
post that
do if they
video.
edit me around.
Are they gonna sponsor our channel, our podcast now?
No, they claimed my
They
video.
Beautiful city here, classic, like those big statues. I love that. This is straight out Lord of the Rings right here. Big sweeping land.
Did they shoot in New Zealand? I
Yeah,
thought so,
season
right?
one.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Is it a Hobbit?
People were saying it's like some proto Hobbit. I don't really know what that term is.
Galadriel, right?
Is
Yeah.
it?
I thought that's what they said. Warrior Galadriel.
Fellowship.
Yeah, you're right.
I cheered at Fellowship because it's my favorite.
I have some quotes from the writers after this.
Okay, that would be helpful. Man, I love horse shots.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a Hobbit. Come on. That's great.
The music, man.
So
This will be our
Mhm.
My Cup of Tea weekly episode breakdown.
100%. It's gonna be so hard because at this point we could be talking about a Marvel show as well.
Oh damn, you're right. Fuck.
Right, because
Maybe I don't know if anything comes out in
so
September.
Moon Knight, then I think She-Hulk will be a summer show. I don't know.
She-Hulk.
I feel like maybe
I feel like if Moon Knight's in March, She-Hulk might be a summer show.
it could be fall.
Fall is Miss Marvel. But
Well,
okay, so let me find it here.
God, Miss Marvel really got delayed all the way from last year to this year.
So we told Amazon we wanted to do 4 or 5 stories that are the big epics of the main arc, which is the second age of this show.
So
They will
2,000 years previous or before the events of We Know.
Correct. And they said these 4 or 5 stories will not all be in season 1. That's why they already greenlit season 2. A lot of them will be in season 2. Season 1 is going to be hero centric. There's not going to be any main villains
wow.
for this arc. I think I want to find the dark quote about the villains. Yeah, we didn't want to do a villain centric thing. We wanted the first season to be about introducing these worlds, these people who dwell in them, and the major heroes and characters. Some of them you know, some of them are new. Season 2 will get a little bit deeper into the lore and the stories people have been waiting to hear, which I think means Sauron is not going to be in season 1.
No.
I think Sauron's going to be like the big reveal at the end. Because I think they said Galadriel's mission is to search for Sauron. That's her mission. That's why she was like climbing cliffs or whatever. She's looking for Sauron. Sauron, of course, this second age, I think. I watched some videos on this. I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings guy, but Sauron tricks people into forming the Rings of Power. So they'll get into the politics of how he manipulates people into forming the rings.
But there is no rings yet.
No,
right?
Exactly. So Sauron is still a physical being. He's still a man.
And also what I had no idea about was that before this age, there was just humans on the earth, and then like
no elves.
Something happened, and then but we're well into that, but we don't have like all. It doesn't look like, at least, that we don't have like all the alliances yet. You know what I mean? Like people are still kind of like separated, which is cool.
Great quote, Carson, because I think they specifically say in this article from Collider that Elrond, younger Elrond, I don't know who he is.
Hugo Weaving, our boy.
Sure. He is very optimistic about humans in this series compared to the
which is
just
shows you how much sprawling this universe is. Of like, they are done with humans, man. In the
so I think we're going to see the deteriorate. They said it right here. Like you'll go from optimistic to pessimistic, or Elrond, we know from the third age, this movie has a pretty bleak view on humans. He says men are weak. They say the third age is like the post-apocalyptic Middle Earth, but for this one, we're going to go from his optimistic outlook to a bit more world-weary outlook.
Man, this is really like the High Republic Lord of the Rings. It's so cool.
It really is. I think I brought that up in my video.
Yeah, this all being very exciting. I'm excited for season 1 to just be about setting us up because there's so much lore, so much world, so much to explore. I'm very curious. And it's not like there's no bad like people. Like there's like men are inherently like flawed. So like the people of men versus like the elves and all that stuff.
I think we'll see villains, obviously, and obviously the battles and stuff, but we're not going to see like explicit cutaways to get that development yet, which makes sense.
Which makes sense. Yeah, even in the first movie, right? I'm not even going to talk about the first movie. I don't really know, but like, there's not like a big central villain in the first. Am I wrong? Or is there?
Well, we get the race that are chasing them.
That's about it.
And
we
get some of the lore through Gandalf and the other wizard dude. I can't remember his name.
Saruman.
Yes, Saruman.
I think it's like the dangers of like leading into the journey.
Yes.
And like the closer you get, you're getting.
And of course,
the big threat.
It's really pitched as that, especially with the prologue being kind of the catching us up to like where the world is and how Sauron that story went, and then it like sets it up. You know.
Okay.
We just see it. We see it looming over the world more so than immediately getting to the crux of our main characters right away, which is interesting because then it goes from adventure to like super serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The drama catches up to them, which I think they'll probably do with season 2 of this show.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
still
Deal.
it still always blows my mind that not only that like The Hobbit takes place before Lord of the Rings, but like the Hobbit book came out first before the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and
That's insane.
just
yeah.
this one book, and then they're like, all right, all right, the trilogy. Like what?
Fuck.
Yeah, it made me a lot more excited to rewatch The Hobbit, which I've never thought I would ever do. But The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movies, I'm excited to rewatch them. See what they do. But yeah, the Galadriel quote was like, she's Lady of the Woods who will be searching for the Dark Lord, which would take her all throughout Middle Earth. He said in terms of Easter eggs, it'll be place X or place Y more so than person X or person Y.
Thank goodness.
Which is very interesting. I like that. But yeah, they said it's mostly going to be about exploration and the conflict between men, the race of men, and elves and all that kind of stuff. So,
Are these gonna?
yeah,
Is this show gonna fit into the canon of the movies?
I believe so. Right?
Yeah, I mean, essentially because it's 2,000 years in the
Yeah.
past, you have a lot of freedom to kind of just.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like the High Republic again.
Yeah.
Did you finish Fallen Star?
Not at all, boy.
Oh,
I don't have enough time in a day.
I finished it.
I know. I saw you come back for that Twitter meme.
It's so devastating.
Oh no! I'm
Why
like
you gotta team up like that? Now he's gonna get there and be like, oh.
No, I'm still.
No, I'm sorry.
Uh,
You're gonna be like in the middle of class, just like, Mr. Harris, you okay? Yeah, get out. What? Get out.
I don't even think to bring
Star Wars talk.
Star Wars anything, any of my belongings to school because I know they would take it. Like they do everything. Now they have like affinity with playing with staplers for some reason. Don't ask me why. But up next, these Paramount Plus announcements from today. They had an Investors Day, and Paramount was like, "Oh yeah, we have an app. Let's talk about it." And
we got a trailer for Star Trek 4.
That's the big thing. I want to start off with that because like that was our major thing. Was kind of the last thing. JJ apparently came out on stage, only talked to investors, but it came out. Star Trek 4 coming next year, next December 23rd, 2023, right?
Yes.
It's coming next year with Chris Pine, Zoe Saldana, Zachary Quinto, John Cho, Simon Pegg, and Carl Urban.
Fuck yes. Fuck yeah.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
That's the best. We've been in this fight since what I believe the Hollywood
2016.
It said 2018. They tried. It was originally when that article dropped that they couldn't. That talks dissipated or whatever, and we weren't gonna get Star Trek 4. Do you remember that? And then we had.
If you remember Chris Hemsworth's headlines, you deserve a veteran's discount.
Dude, and then remember we went through 3 years of like Quentin Tarantino headlines that like
his 10th and final flick.
I'm like, Jesus. And then we got the Matt Shackman announcement, but then it was like, we don't know if it's Star Trek 4. And then finally today.
In terms of directors too, we also talked about like not Lisa Joy. Who's the director who did like some of the Marvel Netflix shows? The female director, what was her name? She was in charge of wanting to do a Star Trek movie.
Wasn't she attached? And then
she was attached, and then we had the guy from Legion. I forget his name. Noah Hawley. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're here with Matt Shackman.
We've been
It's crazy. But the wait from 2009. When did Into Darkness come out? Was that 2014?
Into Darkness was 2013. Yeah.
2013. So that was like what? 5 years.
4
years there.
We had 2009, 2013, and then 2016.
A 3-year wait, and then this will be a 7-year wait by it's all said and done.
Wow.
And I said before the show, I'm like, geez, we're getting old. Like 2016 is going to be 7 years ago next year when we're watching this movie.
This specific quadrilogy will be a 14-year
14-year journey. Yeah.
14 years. But they all look like the same age. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to rewatch these movies because I love Star Trek 2009. It's a sci-fi blockbuster masterpiece.
It's so funny.
Masterpiece.
It's so funny that we were saying like, man, feel old yet. Like just thinking for 2009, but then I was telling Carson like, imagine the people watching Trek on TV in the fucking 60s.
Insane. I'm just so excited because I love these movies so much. They got me into Star Trek. Still haven't watched a lot of the old movies, but I just love this cast. I love rewatching 2009 a lot. Like I love that movie. One again, the best trailers of all time.
Cue up the trailer. I feel like we always have it.
No, I don't want to.
We'll do it later. But I still want to do like a trailer day where it's like
dude, that'd be so fun.
that
Who
sounds,
are you?
Now that sounds like a
I'm no
DMCA day.
I know. Sorry,
I don't
after
care.
DMCA.
I'm fine with it.
F the police. But
I feel like after our commentaries, we just gotta be like, all right, Star Wars trailers, run them.
Hell yes. But yeah, 2009 Star Trek. Again, it's like, I think we knew it was coming out next December. There was like a Star Trek release date set for next December. We didn't know what was going to happen with it. But again, Star Wars was supposed to come out next December as well. So is there going to be a Star Wars and Star Trek movie next year?
Don't even remind me.
Probably not this way.
I forgot about that.
So did Lucasfilm.
Star Wars has a movie?
We don't know anything from Lucasfilm. Like, isn't Bad Batch supposed to come out this spring?
Right now?
Before Kenobi? Where are you? Granted, before I took my nap today. Before I took my nap today, because I was wondering about the Bad Batch because all the announcements. I was like, when did we figure out the release date for Clone Wars Season 7? Clone Wars Season 7 came out February 17th, 2020. We got our announcement January 12th.
That's insane.
So like a month. And they were like, oh, it's coming out next month. So I think if it's coming out before Kenobi, at least the 8 episodes, if they are coming out before Kenobi, that's like April.
We'll get a March 12th. Here we go.
March, if not by the end of this month, definitely in March, we'll get a release date for Bad Batch for sure. Again, if it wants to do the April, and that's just if it wants to do 8/8 and then boom, Kenobi, which is weird, but we'll see. Either way, this is Star Trek time, Paramount Plus time. So again, I'm super excited for Star Trek. I love these characters so much. Rest in peace, Anton Yelchin.
Yeah.
If only.
Also, let's just go by year. Also in 2023, they confirmed that Transformer: Rise of the Beast, which is coming out June 9th, 2023, is going to with our boy
Anthony Ramos,
and who's the co-star? I think she's also from In the Heights.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Please do. I really want to see who that. I don't know. I don't think all I know is Anthony Ramos really from these movies.
No, there's a girl, the main girl.
Leslie Grace.
Is it? Oh, is it Leslie Grace?
She's Batgirl.
No, Dominique Fishback.
From Peacemaker?
No, she. What has she been in?
Dominique Fishback sounds so familiar.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Give me the fucking.
She's
music.
been in. Oh, she was in Judas and the Black Messiah. That's where she's in. She's the wife of the guy.
Okay.
And she's really fucking good.
I was like, what is wrong with this podcast? Right
she was also in that Project Power movie, which was meh, but.
Okay, Dominique Fishback. I like Project Power. That was pretty fun.
What was I gonna say though? So confirming it's the start of a trilogy. So I hope this one's good. Bumblebee was great. I hope this continues the trend because it seems that anything removed from Michael Bay has been a lot better. So and this
I want
is
Bumblebee too. Damn it!
This is Stephen Cable Jr. I think from Creed 2 fame.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excited to see what he does in his first like giant blockbuster. But yeah, I'm excited to see this movie because I wish we're getting a Bumblebee sequel, but I'm fine with them just continuing in other avenues. But
what's Travis Knight doing?
Did you automatically
like a movie? Pretty sure.
Did you automatically think trilogy? It said first of 3 installments. I didn't know if it was like first of 3 new movies or first of a trilogy because it said like
first of a trilogy.
Okay, I have 3 new installments on my tweet.
Oh, okay.
That could mean anything. There's 3 installments of Star Wars movies coming out.
Is there?
Maybe not. Is
11, 12, baby.
But yeah, and then you already talked about it. The animated movie coming out as well. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, did they talk about that?
Yeah, it just says in 2024 the franchise expands further with the CG animated Transformers theatrical.
I'm pumped for that.
So at this rate, I think we're going to get a Transformers movie every year. 2023 is The Beast. 2024 CG animated. 2025 probably that sequel.
Probably the sequel.
And then 2026
Maybe the animated
something
sequel.
animated sequels. But Transformers. But speaking about every other year, Sonic 3 officially announced before Sonic 2 even comes out.
Wow.
Crazy.
Also,
And this is the most liked tweet
I still gotta
here.
watch the first one, but
Me
and then They
too.
also confirmed a.
You guys haven't seen the first one?
Not at all, bro.
No, they confirmed a Knuckles series for Paramount Plus, which is going to be live action hybrid with Idris Elba returning to voice.
Yeah.
So we're all in.
Knuckles
Cha-ching.
series. This shocked me. I'm like, wow.
Man,
Okay, interest.
it's funny because like I watched the first film and you're like, okay, it's a really like tame type of movie that like could have been just like
More weird.
yeah, those weird things like they made like a fucking like Woody Woodpecker movie and you're just like not really. You have it in a weird small town, weird budget thing, and that could have been this film. And even when you look at it, it's like okay, but they put like so much good like charisma and effects in with it, and especially like playing off of Jim Carrey and stuff that I think it like really cements into something a lot more special than those. And I think the sequel is just going like even more bombastic into like what Marvel does after they built up the repertoire of being just like, all right, we can do as wacky as we want. And I think we want to see the wacky Sonic stuff because it's why we came here in the first place. So I think they're going all out in a more beneficial way.
Yeah, I agree. And I like when franchises do this, like slow ramping up. You don't always have to go bigger and better stakes, but for a Sonic movie, I want things to get a bit more weird. I want things to get like the animated movies where you get even crazier. I still don't like the live action hybrid of it all. I wish it was all set in like Sonic's world. That'd be really cool. Maybe they would do that for Sonic 3. We'll see.
Sonic X.
Sonic 3 better have Shadow in it.
We're going
Like,
into
or Shadow.
Sonic Multiverse.
Ooh, that'd be
The
exciting.
Nintendo verse.
Oh, all leading up to Smash Brothers? That would be incredible.
Detective Pikachu is canon.
Yeah, Headed Pikachu, Mario, Sonic, Link. Aren't they doing a Link movie eventually somewhere?
That there could be like the literal Nintendo's Lord of the Rings.
But if I do want a Link movie, it better be all animated. I don't want a live action Link movie. Give me an animated Link
incredible.
movie. 'Cause I love those games.
What's I gonna say? Oh, speaking of other franchises, we got news talking about that the A Quiet Place spin-off with the Pig director
Michael Sornosky.
Michael Sarnowski is on
Darren
pace
Aronofsky.
to come out next year, 2023. It was an original idea from Krasinski, but due to his, I guess, schedule, because he has that new movie coming out. If I think it's called. What is it with Peele and Peele has a movie called Nope, and then Krasinski's
movie
like,
called
I'm gonna call
If.
the movie
Us, if
I never heard of
What?
that.
But yeah, he announced the cast a couple weeks ago. If you go on his Twitter, he posted like the whole cast.
Oh, okay, John.
But yeah, he's directing that, and he's also starring in a role, a part of that.
Where's my John Reacher? Or John,
Jack
what's it
Reacher.
called? Not Jack Reacher.
So that movie comes
Never
out.
go back.
So both
What
the
is
movies just mentioned comes
What's
out in
he in?
2023, and then the new thing is
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. Thank you.
Were they doing season 3 for that?
I want my Jack Ryan season 3. Season 2 was garbage, but I want season 3.
I was about
back.
to say it was too
Bring it
good.
back to its glory. But A Quiet Place 3,
Let me Jack
announced
Ryan.
by John Krasinski, happening on track for 2025, which seems late for me. What do you think? I mean, I guess we'll have the spin-off, but like,
It's a 4-year gap, which would have been 5 without the pandemic.
would have been, yeah. Maybe I think I'm just still on the high of the ending of how good the ending is, leading into a third movie for the second movie. You know?
Honestly, that just makes me think like, all right, man, just however much time you need, just do it right.
I'm the same way. I think 2025 makes sense, but at this point, you have to do time skip. You can't do like right afterwards, just like the first.
Yeah,
two.
because
Watch me.
especially
The kids are gonna be way
kid.
grown up. Yeah.
It's the when the fuck is Fury of the Gods coming out for Shazam 2?
2023 next year, next July.
No.
They finished filming like last year.
They're in freshman year now, man.
That's ridiculous. Poor Debbie being the release date schedule. But yeah, I think Quiet Place 2 more so than the first one for me felt like, oh, I want to see what happens right afterwards.
Right now, yeah.
But I mean, I don't care. Like, fast forward 5 years, and I'll be like, okay, cool. This is a time skip in this universe. I'm
right.
cool.
And especially of how they want to end it, I'm sure they want to get a little bit down the line. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I do love how kind of ambiguous the universe has been, but I think they'll expand the scope a little more and kind of try to get some sort of closure with the aliens. I don't know.
It was so cool, right? Seeing Quiet Place 2, the prologue, we
Yep.
saw them crashing down to Earth. I didn't get to see that. I'm like, holy shit, this is some Cloverfield shit going on. So
Yeah, because they didn't like break down like oh, we've been like in contact and like here's how the ships work and
Nope.
it's the fear of the unknown.
The fear though, no.
it was a boom, and then like hours later, the world went to chaos. It was incredible.
And it's like, God, because like the third film, you actually have that hope, like you can get humanity back, and this could be like our stand against.
Yeah. And I
'Cause-
love that the second one that some of their survivors are just giving up completely. Like those people on the docks, like the creepy, like
Yeah.
just so.
Like imagine, like yeah, we sent out like the broadcast, but that doesn't mean like everybody's on this broadcast or
No.
you know there are people who are giving up. So obviously there's still going to be places overrun.
So exciting. And can you guys imagine like watching the first movie thinking this is going to be the first in a trilogy? Like, oh my god.
It's very similar to like when I went to go see the like the first John Wick movie. I'm just like this random trailer dropping within like a month of release. I'm like, hey, Keanu, I like Keanu. And you go and it's like, what is this world? We got chapter 4 coming.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm the same. That October trailer for John Wick, you're like, oh wow, this seems cool, and then boom, blows your mind.
Yeah.
Look at us. Who would have thought? 3 movies later. 4 and 5 on the way.
But I remember seeing A Quiet Place. Like, the ending was very like, oh, she cocks the shotgun. Like, what's gonna happen next? But I'm also like, that was a cool, fun horror movie. I think people will like it, and then it blows up. Man, great time.
And I think that like 2 was like a great showcase that you didn't have to like they didn't start like immediately like where it left off. They had that prologue in the beginning to break it apart. So you could do that again here. It doesn't just have to be like, oh, we're at the station. Like you could progress it, and it could be like a connective thing. Like I don't know if they're doing another flashback with Krasinski. I mean, it was a long like over year plus time they spent, so you could do something. But
was that it for the Paramount Plus movie stuff? Transformers. There's a new season of Halo confirmed. New iCarly confirmed.
Blue's Clues.
Babylon confirmed. Again, they're mostly saying every big movie coming out this year, next year, moving forward, will be on Paramount Plus after their theatrical run.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles.
I'm about to say, we didn't mention Ninja Turtles. Seth Rogen's Ninja Turtles coming out next year will usher in a new era of Turtle Mania. So yeah, this movie is going to be followed by a series of villain-driven films exclusively for Paramount Plus. That's amazing. So a Shredder movie.
Whoa. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bebop and Rocksteady probably. Yeah, I'm excited.
Fucking what's it? Is it Krang? I think.
Sure.
The brain in the body. But like the brain's in the stomach of the body. The Technodrome shit, dude. So much lore.
Yeah, that seemed to be it for all the interesting stuff there. But yeah, Paramount Plus really stepping up their game. I already, of course, love Paramount Plus because I watch it every day for live feeds on Big Brother. Survivor, Amazing Race.
That new reality game show.
The Challenge. I don't watch it. Awful.
See, it's gonna come out, and then you're gonna be like,
it's already out. It's already been out.
Really?
Yes, it's a thing. It's where a lot of Big Brother people, after they leave or lose Big Brother, they go on to The Challenge. So it's
I think
very
that
Big
would be your
Brother centric.
incentive.
No, I don't care about it's very long. Like, their seasons run very, very long for some reason. Not for me. I like social strategy games. Amazing Race isn't really a social strategy, but it's also there are social elements to it. Like, do you share your clue? Do you work together? That kind of thing.
Talk to locals.
Yeah. So yeah, I like those kind of shows.
Me and Dinjarin's shy ass are gonna lose.
But you said you wanted to do Amazing Race together, Nathan. Come on. Do I have to ask Carson now?
I'm gonna find the idol.
The idol on Amazing Race.
Carson would actually be pretty good on Survivor, probably.
Thanks.
Nathan probably be terrible again. Nathan's too emotional. You get too close to people, Nathan. I'm sorry.
So emotional.
It's like, you want to be on my team?
Vote Nathan out. Okay. But yeah, that's Paramount Plus. Last week, we got a big casting news from the queen of Cha Cha Real Smooth, Dakota Johnson. That is, she's playing Madam Web. And Sony's
a young Madam Web, presumably.
Young Madam Web, correct, yes. Madam Web in comics, of course, mostly related with her appearance in the animated series in terms of Spider-Man, Multiverse, of it all. And I believe she could be setting that up. But I'm mostly curious about the character for Madam Web. Like, how are they going to make her origin very relatable, sympathetic, interesting, basically? I guess that's why you get somebody like Dakota Johnson for the audience to really latch on to her.
Do we ever find out her origin in the comics? Like, does it go into, like...
Well, this depends...
on what she takes.
On what version we're getting. Because I only recently discovered there's, like, a different, like, Mantle Spider-Woman iteration.
I was just about to say that. Like, in the comics, the recent one, apparently there's, like, one that dies, like an older version dies, and a new one, a younger one, takes upon the mantle of Madam Web.
Which I could totally see them doing for this, but...
Exactly.
Because, yeah, which I feel like that's probably, like, the bigger thing. Because initially I was thinking, like, how are you going to do mystical being constantly sitting in chair viewing the webs of reality? Which, you know, is a cool concept, which I was pitching, like, you can only really do if, like, through different Spidey properties to be, like, your interconnective web, literally. But, like... I imagine they're gonna go the route of like an actual like mobile being, you know, doing action and shit. But I don't know about that iteration really, so I can't really speak to it. I only know of the like the mystical side of Madam Web.
Right. I think during our commentaries we saw a little bit of her in the show.
Spider-Man's always done with her shit.
Spider-Man is always... Peter is so pissed every time. He's like, man, I was fucking swinging. What are you doing?
I don't have time for games. Like,
yeah.
he goes to swing and then she fucking like flips reality.
She'd be like in a billboard and she's like, Peter, you know what you have to do. And
there's
like,
literally I specifically remember a moment where like he just gets swept up in smoke. He's like, not now. It's so good.
I gotta get back on that show. It's so good.
Oh man.
Yeah, we gotta watch that final season together.
I gotta get your reaction to the finale, man. It's so good.
They're finally gonna start dating after like 4 seasons. Thank goodness.
Who?
Peter and
MJ.
Oh, I always forget they weren't dating. They're just like,
dude, it takes
friends.
so long, but it...
like, sure. You guys
didn't we have a very epic conclusion of the...
Yeah, we did
finale?
for season 3.
She goes into the portal from the portal guy.
Where's my goddamn live action the Spot villain?
We need it.
I'm telling you, Into the Spider-Verse.
Carson Terrell adapting Spot for Sony Pictures. Let's go.
Hell yes.
Nathan Rojas, executive producer and screen.
There's no more iconic panel than Spider-Man punching him in the chest and then it's coming out of his face right back into his fucking face.
That'd be so cool. But yeah, I'm excited. Like initially I was like, what the heck? But again, Dakota Johnson in anything gets me excited. Do we know the director for this at all?
No writer.
Matt Shackman.
Director.
The writer or director yet.
Okay.
And we don't know when it's coming out.
Presumably sooner than later, though.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're moving forward with this. Obviously, Kraven will be the next.
Kraven January next year.
January 2023.
Are they filming Kraven yet?
I think so. They must be.
Speaking of
Gerard
Craven,
Butler joins the cast.
speaking of Craven, Russell Crowe joined the cast last week.
I did see that. That's
So
exciting.
Russell's double dipping between the MCU and Thor, and now
In
he's
the
going
Dark
to
Universe.
Sony.
The Dark Universe.
Oh, oof. Triple dipping.
Wait, what about Thor?
He's Zeus. I keep telling you this.
You are where?
Oh, in Thor 4.
He's Zeus in Thor 4.
I keep thinking you mean like he's in Thor 1. I'm like, where?
He's in Thor 4. Look it up.
Right, I know. We had this whole debacle last time where I was not aware of Greek mythology in Marvel.
He's going to get killed.
Because it's Norse mythology. Why would I
Yeah.
make the connection? I'm tired.
Hercules
Car-
is in the
Carson-
MCU too. Not MCU, but
Carson with the fucking trailer for Doctor Strange, I'm suddenly understanding. Like, it's such a simple concept, but I'm just like, where?
Can Greek mythology
handle it?
unite with Norse mythology? What's going on? Yeah.
It takes me back to the Lights Camera Jackson review of Inception. I'm so bad at this fucking kid.
Oh, good pull. Good
Oh
pull.
man. I just don't think general audiences will understand it. I don't. Just D. Like what?
But I'm excited for Craven. I'm excited more so for Madam Web actually now than Craven. I just don't know what they can do. I said the same thing with Venom. I don't know what they can do with Craven. At least with Madam Web, there's such a big like. How do I say it? There's more potential because it's so unknown what they could do with it. They could do whatever they really want with it. Craven, we know so much about Craven and his connection to Spider-Man. How do they make him an interesting? It's a movie about a game hunter in 2022.
Yeah, I would.
Guys.
I would hope they take the tee up they have set themselves up for with No Way Home, and you have Spider-Man now. Get Andrew in on these Sony spin-off villain things to, pad out your actual.
I feel like his
necessary-
origin in the animated '90s show,
Yeah.
but it's also so brief because they can do it in 5 minutes and then connect it to whatever happens with Spider-Man. So to stretch that into a feature is going to be very interesting.
Very hard. Like at least with Venom, it's like, oh, it's such a goofy character. People know. Like once I saw that first movie, I'm like, okay, I see how they made it. I see how it's possible.
Because I don't think people know Craven like they know Venom. So it would be the first thing I'm very. I mean, same with Morbius.
People hate game hunters. They're awful people. It's like, so you're gonna make him like, you have to make him an awful person.
Right.
So are they gonna go the
Are we
goofy,
gonna root
crazy
for him?
route?
I don't know.
There's no way.
You could maybe like start off awful and then go through like a trial of
Of
like,
the Darksaber.
no, of just like fucking like surviving a situation and just like fighting the ranks to survive.
I can see him in the trailer now where he's like very similar to how the Morbius trailer starts off in the forest. He's in the forest, swiping at trees.
What else could I do?
Yeah. He's just shooting animals. Like, ew, I don't want to watch that. It's like, what does he do? What's the conflict for Cleveland?
I feel like early on you would have to like go basically like a fucking Iron Man route of just like, yeah, I'm fucking cocky, and then you get thrown to like reality, like shell shock you, and then
like
go through that personal
arrested.
change.
Good point. I think that's exactly what they have to do. Make it like the douchey, horrible guy who gets redeemed a little bit through something, a life traumatic event. Put some family
Do
members
you think
in
they'll
there.
do the love interest with the one doctor?
There's love interest for Craven?
Remember in the animated show?
I don't remember.
I recall. Isn't his name Sergey?
Yeah, Sergey and
Kravinoff, yeah.
the doctor that's trying to help Peter get rid of like the spider human disease thingy.
Oh, man spider. He turns into.
Man spider.
Okay, I didn't know he had a wife. But...
So yeah, then they're a thing, but then because what's happening is she's trying to cure Craven's like feral hunter gene or whatever once he goes like crazy.
What?
And so she's trying to find a cure for him, and then Peter needs help with the man spider.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Did
Like
Craven-
that's the movie there. Make him have like a Craven disease thing.
Did Craven go like Animorph in the show? I forgot.
Craven Craven spent so much time with like the animals or whatever that he goes crazy or something.
But I forget. Was there a point where he literally turned like into a humanoid animal?
Not in the animated show unless that's coming up. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't.
But then they like redeem him because they like cure him in a way. But
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
That could be it for this one. Like just like Venom and Morbius had or more so Morbius has a disease. They can say Craven has that animal whatever bullshit disease. That could be interesting. I like that. But yeah, that's Craven. That's Madam Web. We'll see where Sony goes with these. But I'm with Nathan. Eventually, with all these Andrew Garfield rumors after Craven, after Madam Web, maybe then they'll be like, okay, let's bring in Andrew Garfield and let's unite these.
Sinister Six time, maybe.
Oof.
Director of Craven is the Triple Frontier director, which I actually liked.
Oh, yeah, I dug it.
Triple Frontier was good. Yeah.
I like the look of that film too.
All our other movie topics are pretty sporadic here. So we have Scream 6 is official. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But Scream 6 is happening. As a new fan of this franchise, Scream, I loved it. I loved the last one, Scream 5, the one that came out this year. Scream 4 was really, really good as well. And I like Scream 1. The weak one for me was 2 and 3, especially 3. But I fell in love with this franchise. That's what happens when you binge it over a weekend. But I had a blast. Thank you, Nathan, for the voodoo. It was fun. I'm excited, especially this last one. No spoilers, but yeah, I'm not gonna say anything actually. But I'm just excited for the cast potential and what the movie's gonna be about, because the meta horror elements of this one were so perfect to modern horror. How do they evolve that in such a quick turnaround? I don't know. We'll see where they can go with it. Yeah, and there was a great Ryan Johnson segment. You guys need to hurry up and catch up with Scream. It's really good.
I know.
But yeah, Scream 6 is happening. We got a new cast for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Last week, Dane DeHaan joined the cast last week. Dane DeHaan, you're a fraud.
Fraud Spider-Man.
Good for Dane.
Valerian star Dane DeHaan.
He is the perfect example of what Hollywood didn't know what to do with. Especially after Amazing Spider-Man. But I think someone like Nolan could get him in a really great supporting role, and I think he'll be a scene stealer actually in the movie.
That's a good idea. Like they tried to make him a leading man with Valerian. Like he can't lead a movie. I don't know what they thought.
It's kind of like even like Cillian Murphy. Like think about how good he was in A Quiet Place. Is like that kind of that supporting lead guy versus being the true lead.
I need to see him in Peaky Blinders to judge.
I do too.
I really need to watch that.
Isn't he the main character of that whole show?
Yeah, well, I think it's like an ensemble cast maybe, but
right.
I know he's like a like group leader.
You know what? That was a bad example. He could act around anything.
Yeah, he's great. Him in Inception, man. He's the heart of that movie, basically.
Yeah, he is. It's so funny, like thinking back.
Legit, the heart.
I always think like Leo, but then like, I mean, it's both really.
And Anya Taylor-Joy's in Peaky Blinders as well, like the later seasons.
Oh,
she's like in season 3.
I remember when Queen's Gambit came out.
I gotta go.
They were pushing like the Peaky Blinders like pre-roll ads as her, even though she doesn't show up till season 3 or something.
Oh wow,
because she's so big.
Marketing.
Tom Hardy's in that too, I think.
Yeah. Also, but come out today, Zach Quaid from Scream 6 or Scream 5, and from The Boys, of course.
So I'm gonna watch season 2.
Oh my god, Carson! Damn it! The ending is so good.
I still haven't been spoiled. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
Carson, I will shake hands with you right now. I will finish Inception or Invincible.
Finish Inception.
I will finish Invincible if you finish fucking.
That's deal.
The Boys, you guys watch more television. The Boys season 2 finale was awesome. Just jaw drop in terms of reveals. But yeah, Carson, get on it. Zach Quaid's great. I only know him from Scream and The Boys, but he's really good. I liked him a lot.
My new band name is Scream and The Boys.
That's a pretty good name, actually. And I think he's gonna be great here in Oppenheimer. He seems like one of those in both projects, Scream and The Boys. He's such a young, I don't know, high school, college, teenager kind of guy. Like, how are they gonna make him
period
World War
piece
II period
serious,
piece, maybe series. But not Oppenheimer, but Nolan is kind of known for like injecting humor in a lot of his stuff.
I
Sometimes
could see him being like
so.
the humor-esque, innocent protege type
Mm-hmm.
character that really doesn't understand the weight of like what they're creating type deal, and is kind of there to like point out the absurdity of like what the other characters are doing.
Yeah.
And maybe he's even I don't know, because it's obviously based off the true events, but how much of the plot is going to be, jived up with like fictional stuff in some character, because what they always do, they always condense some characters, and they always
Of course
figure out like how it's going to be most dramatically pleasing. So I wonder if he's one of those characters, because like with the other casting, like Emily Blunt or whatever is like literally playing the wife, and then of course there's like all the different roles. But
When does it come out?
next year,
next
July.
July. Yeah. Okay, but next year we also have or is it next year or this year? Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon.
Probably next year,
Is Rebel Moon in this year or next year?
just because of how big it is, I think.
Yeah, but the cast, we have our guy Cyborg. He's back. What's his
Fisher,
name?
baby.
Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
Very exciting. And what's her name? She's from the Kingdom 1. She's great. She's the assassin in Kingsman. Sophia Botella.
Sophia, yeah.
She's back too. The cast just looks
she's gonna be
great.
Great, yeah.
The world, just the concept art they shared last week was like very.
Phenomenal.
It's not anything like crazy, but it's like it looks very like sci-fi-esque and amazing. And
Coruscant?
Yeah, it gave me total like if his Kryptonian scenes from Man of Steel were entire movie type vibes, which I'm here for.
I agree. But it just looks like Zack Snyder again having that free reign on Netflix doing.
It
what
looks
he
like there's
wants.
some more fantasy infused into it, which I like it. So it won't be pure. It doesn't like pure like all robot sci-fi. It looks like there's like very distinct like cultures and stuff, which makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I'm very excited. I think it can be very crazy good. Is he doing more with the that bank zombie movies?
Yeah, I think they're doing an Army of the Dead sequel, but not after he does Rebel Moon, because there's an anime series for Army of the Dead coming out this year.
Yeah, well, that's this year too. That's so exciting.
I think so, because they already had that spin-off movie, which I still haven't seen.
It's okay. It's like Heist of the Dead.
And then I think the Army of the Dead direct sequel is the only other thing announced right now. I'm pretty sure. But
Okay.
Speaking of big announcements for Netflix, did you catch the news today about the BioShock movie in development?
No. Do we know if this animated or live action? Did it say so?
Probably live action.
Probably.
And,
Someone said Gore Verbinski.
well, because all the articles mention it, of like how Gore was. The Hollywood Reporter article even says they even got a couple months before shooting, before they all pulled the plug because of creative differences between. I think Gore wanted to be like bigger budget and rated R, and the studio pushed back against that. So I'm so curious how this project ends up.
I saw the director of Loki throw her hat in the ring. She literally said throws hat in the ring.
Oh, let's go. I'd be down for that.
That'd be really good too. And then Netflix has enough to do like an R-rated, big budgeted thing and have no consequences, basically. I'm not a huge BioShock fan. My friend gave me like the trilogy, and I never played it. But I know
The world is so cool.
The world is so fascinating.
I've mostly watched friends play it actually, but like, I just think all the designs are intriguing and like the actual setup of it.
Yeah, I like those horror adventure vibes.
Yeah.
Video games having a resurgence. So, Ruben Fleischer, director of Venom and next upcoming Uncharted, he commented that he's making a Jack and Daxter video game movie as well. This was very hidden in like his Uncharted interviews, but I'm like, nobody's talking about this. He commented on Jack and Daxter, which is one of my favorite games of all time. At least Jack and Daxter 2 and 3. I like 1 a lot, but 2 and 3 really seal the deal for me.
When did these games come out?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
I had them on the PS2, and then I bought the remaster on the PS3, and I bought it again on the PS4.
Shit, I want to play.
I just
What's the basic one sentence deal?
Jack lives on this island. There's a whole concept called eco. On the first one, it's like yellow, red, purple, blue. And it's more of a sci-fi adventure. And he becomes corrupted with it, or his friend becomes corrupted with it, becomes like a little kind of like a monster thingy. Then 2 and 3 really get interesting because he goes to the future, and it gets way more dark and interesting. And there's a whole
trilogy.
It's a trilogy. There's prophecies involved. It's one of my favorite games. It's by Naughty Dog, the creators of Uncharted and Last of Us. It's one of their first games they did.
I've seen this.
Yeah. It was funny because Tom Holland had a comment saying like he'd love to do with A24 like dark and gritty Jack and Daxter. And I'm like, I don't even need to do that. Like, I would want Jack and Daxter to be, first of all, animated. I don't want it live action because it's too crazy to do live action. Because it's all like creatures. Like, it's all doing all weird humanoid creatures, but mostly creatures. And I just want it animated because of the world and the craziness of it all. But yeah, so BioShock, Jack and Daxter, Uncharted's coming out. PlayStation's really getting involved. Last of Us TV series. So PlayStation in general is getting really involved with these video game adaptations.
What's the
stuff.
Jack and Daxter, the precursor legacy? Is that different?
Precursor legacy. I think it's the first title of the first game.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, it looks like you can buy the first game for $15 and then the trilogy bundle for $40. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I would recommend buying it. It's a very, 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 very good game. Great stories, especially again 2 and 3. They still hold up on the PS4 and PS5. But yeah, other news: Anthony Ramos, who we heard about from Transformers, has a secret role in Ironheart.
That's right.
That was a thing. Not much else to say, but he's in the MCU on a TV series. It's gonna be very cool. Don't know what he can be playing. I don't know Ironheart too much. I again read the first couple issues of Ironheart, then I fell behind. But I like the character. Again, I still think it's kind of too soon to introduce Ironheart after the death of Iron Man. I think it's a bit too soon for the MCU, but we'll see where
3
it
years.
goes. I mean, I would have waited like 5 years to introduce more Iron Man concept. Like
Is
Armor
Ironheart
Wars,
this year?
Ironheart. That's next year probably.
Okay. Well,
But still, it's
4
just
years.
like, I don't know. Yeah, that would be 4 years by that point, which is a good point. 4 years between Endgame and Ironheart. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just on top of the Armor Wars stuff. Like, there's too much Iron Man stuff in the world still.
just because we had 11 years of RDJ.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But I'm excited for Anthony Ramos there. Denis talked about Dune 2. More Harkonnens, more action.
Fade Rotha, baby. See who the cast is.
Tom Holland.
Sure. But yeah, they're trying to cast, right? Trying to cast these people.
There was like
I bet there's already cast.
there was like
I think
four.
It's not announced yet.
There was like 4 names they were saying. It was like between like Tom Holland and
Barry and
Barry and like 2 other people.
Out of those names, I definitely picked Barry.
Yeah, I think they were kind. Was he kind of like teasing it around anyway? Having
yeah.
fun.
I'm sure he had conversations.
Remember Ash Crossan interviewed him and he's like,
Oh yeah, I remember that. So yeah, the movie's coming out, filming this end of the summer, so around probably June, July, August. So I assume whoever's been cast has read the scripts, knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, would they be right, Carson, in terms of more action this time around?
Oh yeah.
That's exciting. What else do we have here? Danielle Brooks from Peacemaker has been cast as the main lead in Color Purple, musical adaptation from Warner Brothers next year.
Which also drops the week before the Uncharted movie, by the way. It's December 2023. I just remembered I was looking at the release dates.
Uncharted? Or
It's a week before Star Trek, sorry.
Star Trek. Okay. There's always like a musical coming out in December these days, like West Side
Right.
Story. What was the one with Hugh Jackman?
Greatest Showman?
Greatest Showman. There's always a big musical at the end of the year, so that makes sense. I don't think they're going to be cross-hurting each other. So that's a good December there. So I'm very happy for her. She's great in Peacemaker. I love her in Peacemaker. Also, new Blade Runner 29, new Blade Runner series called 2099 coming
Yeah.
to Amazon, produced by Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. No mention of Denis' involvement here. He might have something. He might have some involvement. We know he's involved with the Dune spinoffs on HBO. The Brotherhood of the, I forget what they're called, Sisterhood of the Bessie Gesserit.
Mm-hmm.
But new Blade Runner 2099, awesome. I love Blade Runner. I love Blade Runner spinoffs. I've seen all of them besides like the new anime series they have out right now. But
Did they say Ridley wants to direct, or he's at least producing?
he's at least producing. I assume he wants to direct, but he's directing 10 projects. So
Kit Bag and whatever.
yeah. But yeah, I think we all like love this because Blade Runner 2049 is great, and the world is just infinite potential.
And who's this with again?
Amazon,
Okay.
which is getting Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner. Amazon really stepping up there with their
Invincible.
Invincible,
New,
The Boys,
animated show that you've been watching on there.
Oh, Vox Machina, which I'm gonna watch right after this here.
Nice.
What else do I have to say there? What's up, Ben? Ben, that was like 30 minutes ago. Wow. Whoops. Sorry, Ben.
30 minutes. I wouldn't say 30 minutes.
What's 45, 11, 10, 30, 25 minutes?
25 minutes.
Jeez.
Not if you round down.
Thank you. That's our show.
Not much else to say. Loki season 2 is filming this summer. That's old news, but we're getting Loki next year, probably coinciding with Kang or Ant-Man. I mean,
Gotta get Nathan not to hate the show.
Oh my! Don't be a Josh. God damn it! I love the show. It's just because it's in the middle of my rankings. My lowest MCU movie. My lowest MCU movie is a 3 out of 5 stars.
How dare you have an opinion?
How dare I?
Edgar.
Edgar.
we already talked about Bayformers,
Fun fact: I have not seen The Last Night, so that.
Me neither.
Me either.
Wow, that's gonna be fun. Oh boy.
I'm ready. I will buy them on Vudu.
It was Michael Bay.
They gotta be streaming, right?
What was before Last Night?
Netflix only has 2 and 3 right now. Before Last Night was what was it fucking Age of Extinction? Of Extinction?
I saw that one then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my last one. I was like, I'm done.
Everyone was like, Age of Ultron, Age of Extinction, just Age of Apocalypse.
Was Age of Extinction the first one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
You're walking into hell with Transformers 5. I know, yeah.
When was that? 2000. I don't even know,
Dude, all I know is that they bizarrely cut between normal camera and IMAX expansion camera, and I'm just like, why the fuck didn't you
I'm
just
so curious.
shoot both or crop it?
This new ambulance movie that Michael.
Yeah,
there was a
pretty
Super
good,
Bowl
actually.
spot. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
there was. I was shocked. I was like, really?
Jake Gyllenhaal is so dead in that movie. So dead.
I'm here for it.
I love.
I need to watch
too,
his
so, I hope he's good.
I need to watch his 911 movie on Netflix.
What is that movie
What was it called? I watched it. It was pretty good.
The call, the phone.
The call? Phone call? Hello, operator? Is that what it's called?
Is it really? I think it is just called 911.
No way.
No.
I think
Edgar, what is it called?
Edgar, what's it called? Jake Gyllenhaal.
the
Phone call movie.
if I open Netflix and just type Jake Gyllenhaal,
I got it in a second here.
no,
Come on.
Load
come on,
Netflix.
come on. Guilty. The guilty.
Guilty.
fuck you.
We are guilty.
I'm
for
fact checking.
Guilting the guilt.
It's called The Guilt. It's called Velvet Buzzsaw.
No.
That's on Netflix.
That
shit.
movie.
I know. I don't
The
know.
director of Nightcrawler. How?
Thank you, Edgar.
How?
I beat Edgar. I'm faster than
Velvet
the meme
Buzzsaw
master.
was one of the worst movies.
We love lag.
But yeah, that's about it for movie news and stuff. This was fun.
We did it, Joe. I can go to
We
bed.
did
now.
it. Yeah, I gotta watch some TV after this.
Being all grumpy and adult like. Oh,
But,
guys, I have my Tolkien calendar.
Oh, beautiful. Who's that? Who's that with the hammer?
Aule. I'm not even gonna try.
Aioli.
Aeoli prepares to destroy his.
Ali?
took up the great
Only.
hammer to smite the dwarves, and he wept. But Ilúvatar had compassion, and Aeoli had desire, and because of his humility, the dwarves shrank from the hammer and were afraid. Some
Great.
deep shit, man.
And that's some dark shit.
You could have a passage that said fucking like the heartbreaking deaths of like the love that he betroths, poisoned by their fate, and then it says like Valentine's Day's coming.
Just like The Witcher, I really want to get into the lore of Lord of the Rings now too. I want to
Dude.
get involved in that, and maybe watch the movies too.
Start with that.
Carson, where can they find you?
You guys can find me over on Twitter at the Film Carson. I'm basically all caught up on High Republic, unlike Evan.
The shame.
I have issue 14 to read of the mainline comic because it adapts a part directly from Fallen Star. And then issue 15, and then I think the other issue 15 of the High Republic Adventures.
Issue 15 is next month, I thought, right?
I think like March 2nd or something. And then
1 minute, we're done.
Marquee on Row 2 comes out that same day as well. So those will be like the last comics before we have our break before October. But I do need to read Midnight Horizon.
I've heard wonderful things about that one.
Yeah, and two of my favorite characters of the whole thing. So I gotta pick that up. But yeah, I've just been catching up with that, and what else am I watching TV wise? I don't know. Maybe I'll start The Boys season 2 this week. I really like that show. So
you guys didn't catch up on Attack on Titan already?
And Attack on Titan, because the dub already started airing
Last weekend.
And Kelly's like, we'll just wait for all the episodes to come out, and then we'll just binge it all. I'm like, oh my
There's 11 episodes or 12. You'll be waiting till April.
3 months from now, yeah.
3 months, May.
So we'll see.
But oh, sorry, I'm not on full screen yet. Nathan, where am I at? Woo!
Where are you?
Find me on Twitter at HarrisEV9, talking all things Celebrity Big Brother, which is going down the drain. These people, one of the guys is playing one of the worst, or one of the best losing games of all time, because he's taking two personal jabs, and I don't think he knows the jury's gonna watch everything he's saying after they leave. Either way, it's been bad. But March 2nd, Big Brother Canada 10 drops. March 10th or March 9th, a week later, Survivor 42 drops. And the season finale of Amazing Race drops in 3 weeks as well. So holy crap, a lot of Big Brother in the future, and a lot of reality TV in general.
Booked and busy.
Attack on Titan continues to be amazing. Demon Slayer season 2 ended last weekend. Tears in the Rain, great season, loved it. Season 3 confirmed, and one of my two favorite Hashiras gets introduced next season. I'm very excited for that. The next arc is very exciting as well. Big reveals for Tanjiro and Nezuko. What else? Attack on Titan continues to be great. I need to catch up on High Republic. Yeah, we'll talk about it on Hyperspace Hype later on, but I'm like 70 pages in, and I'm loving it. I just need to consistently read it. I'm on break next week, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just binge both books. That's pretty much me, though.
Ship Fexy.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. But yeah, man, the play, it's coming. Euphoria. It's what an amazing 180 journey I made in this show. So wild. I was just like, I don't think I can relate to these characters. And now I'm just like, the fuck are they gonna do? Where are things going? It's so fun in a really messed up sort of way a lot of times. It's so good. Yeah, I'm tired from work, but I'm around. I am making a show. I'm making a show. I promise. It's coming. Thank you everybody who sent me in your audio files. Very happy about that. Not every fucking 2 weeks. It's fun. But yeah, it should be fun. But yeah, that being said, if you guys enjoyed our whole podcast, hit the like button, subscribe if not already, ring the bell. A New Hope, the original 1977 classic that has been redistributed in the 90s and 2000s and McClunky
Everywhere.
We're watching the
Most
McClunky
controversial
cut
movie of all time
on Disney Plus. Yeah. So that being said, join us around. And that being said, It's too much being said. Hope you have a great
I was
day.
gonna say.
I know. Hope you guys have a great day. Catch you guys next time.